at Georgia. Georgia. I have Georgia on my mind. Well, today's a travel day. We're headed to just south of Columbia, South Carolina. Now, at the 50-mile-an-hour rule, it's going to take me 8 hours to get there. We stop for 35 to 40 minutes for a quick lunch. So right now we're putting more gas in the camper. We're averaging about 6.5 miles a gallon. Of course, a lot of it's mountain roads, so you're going up and down hills. I don't know if that equals itself out or you just burn that much more going up the hill. I'll do a final trip analysis because I'm keeping track of everything along the way, and I'll let you know what I got in the Prevost. But it's nice to have your own bedroom, and the campground we stayed at last night was small, tiny. I mean, it literally 20 feet between campers. But the people were so friendly, it was so clean, it was so nice. Everyone there was friendly. People with pets just walking around without leashes, and the dogs weren't chasing your dog, and when the dogs did hook up, they had a ball. And neat little campground, probably a hidden splendor or a hidden gem in the Pigeon Forge area. Anyhow, let's get her fueled up and get on the road. 8 hours. All right, I'm at a Pilot gas station. Also, Pilot has service centers. I'm a Good Sam member, and if I go in before I pump, I can't do it at the pump. I got to go in and show them my Good Sam card. They'll swipe that, and that took off 5 cents per gallon. Then I just go ahead and do the charge normally. I gave her my credit card, told her $125. I only took 67. So it won't bill the 125, it'll only bill the 67 once the pump is shut off. But it's a good way to save money on a trip. 5 cents a gallon, and say on an average trip, if you stay at Pilot centers, you're gonna save enough money for a good meal. We're passing the factory for Bush's Beans in Jefferson County, Tennessee. I think Duke's running around out there somewhere. Well, we're outside of Greenville, South Carolina. We're at the rest area, or the welcome center for South Carolina. And we're gonna get the doggies here a quick walk. Bentley wants to sniff everything rather than do his business. I get Bentley's leash right here. Come on, Bentley. Look, there's a hydrant. It doesn't work, but it's a hydrant. Anyhow, it's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours roughly since we left Gatlinburg. A lot of mountain driving, a lot of steep hills, narrow roads, tunnels. You got to concentrate a bit, but it's not difficult. And at no point did I feel I was really working the transmission too hard on the RV. Cruising around 60, between 60 and 65 on an average. Occasionally you get into some flat areas where you can get up to 70. Overall though, it's pretty good. Let's go into the welcome center and see if we can get ourselves a map or what it looks like inside. So I stepped inside, and Rhonda, the nice lady, gave me this book. It's the official guide to South Carolina state parks. And when you open it up, it lists the parks, tells you a little bit about them, and it's a free book. So I recommend you stop in, see her. She'll get you this book, get this map, get you set up. You'll be well on your way to enjoying the state of South Carolina. They gave me a map, and they gave me a campground schedule, which is pretty cool. It lists all these state parks, which is something we can use in the future. So let's head on out. Anyhow, let's walk out here. She tells me the sign is brand new. Couple weeks back, a driver who had been drinking a little bit too much in a small Honda car came through at an estimated 100 miles an hour when they hit the sign, demolishing the old one. So this is the new one. Just recently been finished. So if you've been here and you don't recognize it, all right, getting back to the camper. Let's hit the road. We got our official guide. Apparently it's 165 miles. I thought it was like 95. So we got a ways to go. Well, we're at Crooked River State Park. It's a Georgia state park. Beautiful. Got a nice campsite here. It's got full hookups and quite nice ones. Got a nice little campfire started. If you remember, a couple weeks back, my friend Tony and I were out at Coal Creek Park. Tony's joined us in his camper with his wife Lisa, Joe and Rob Beach, Tree and I, and we're all just kind of hanging out for our last night before we head home to Orlando and she goes back to school to work. Bentley's just hanging out in my puppy. Rob and Joe's trailer are right through the woods over there. And Tony's is way back over there. So, thanks for joining us. Heading back to Orlando. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm just getting started and I really could use your help. If there's anything special you guys want to see, or if you have any questions about the places we've gone to or some of the things we've seen, give me a call. Give me a text, or a shout out. You can email me at reinholdmate@me.com and I'll try to answer your questions. Thanks a lot. See you next time. I'm Mobile Mateys. So we took the next day and we went to Amelia Island. It's in Florida, right across the Georgia line, about a 25-minute ride. This is a quaint little beautiful town, old-fashioned, lots of shops, walking, stores are very inviting. They're open a little late, so that was good. And this is on a Sunday. Then we got a little hungry, so we headed over to 3rd Street and went just north of Main Street, or the Main Street, I forget the name of it, to the Caribbean Cafe. The food here was unbelievable. The waitress was friendly, things were fantastic. Highly recommend this place. In Fernandina Beach was a neat little home. It was where they filmed the movie Pippi Longstockings. Well, it's getting a little late, so let's head back to the campground. We woke up to a pretty strong rainstorm from a tropical depression that's sitting just off the Florida East Coast, right up here on the Georgia-Florida line. I'm a little wet. We're gonna head for home. We're packed up, the slide is in. Gonna disconnect the power, bring in the awning, and off we go. We'll see you when we get back to Orlando. I wanna take this opportunity to thank you for riding along. Thank you for your support. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can, build the channel. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Thanks again for watching. For Reinhold Mate, I'm the Mobile Mateys. Tree and I thank you.